Hey guys, sorry for interrupting. I'm Lou Nieves Jr. alongside,
Jesse Torres.
and this is episode 39. Now, you're probably confused. Maybe not. You probably don't even care. But we are back to our first
Setup.
Yeah. Only because we are under construction. Not that like the house is under construction, because our studios, like the look is the apartment. But we are switching things up a little bit. And speaking of switching things up, we are changing the format of the show. And what I mean by that is we are going to start doing shorter episodes. We usually do 30 minutes. We've done hour episodes before in the past, but we're going to start doing 15-minute episodes. I said that already? I feel like, okay. So we're going to start doing 15-minute episodes. And that starts today. And this is also a new journey for us, because we're just trying new things. And not that we didn't like the old setup, it's just that we are in the process of looking for an actual dedicated table and chairs, stools, so to speak.
Yes, so we could set up properly.
Yeah.
Without having to move a whole lot of stuff.
Yo, so just to give you a little bit of a backstory, for people that are looking to do something like this, like a podcast setup, you can really do this anywhere with anything, just like your phone. But because we already have such a setup with a board, a mixer, microphone, lights, camera, like we want to start doing more of a studio like setup where we don't have to break things down. Basically, what we had to do before is take everything off of Jesse's desk or a desk that we have available, either lower the legs or adjust the legs, move it into the living room, move it around the living room, then get the backdrop, move it. Like, there's a lot of work. Like, even doing this in the kitchen is a lot of work too. And
You know what we didn't do?
What?
We did a time
lapse, not a
Eso
time
mismo.
slap.
You know, eso mismo. For when we used to do it here, but we never did it
Like the
as
bedroom,
we were
in the bedroom
setting-
or the
yeah,
living
or
room.
even the living room.
Yeah, we should do that. We'll do.
So you guys could see.
Yeah. We're just gonna set it up and set it and break it down, just so you can see, have a visual. Maybe we can make a vlog out of that, just setting up and
'Cause
the
it's a lot of
process.
work.
Yeah. So we don't have a dedicated room or studio space, so we basically look for space around the apartment, such as the bedroom, the kitchen, or the living room. And we're looking for, and we found it already, but we're looking for like specific stools that are comfortable for us to just move around, sit down, and that doesn't take up too much space. And then we're just looking for a dedicated table where it doesn't take so much space in the living room or bedroom. So yeah, again, we're just in the process of changing things and making it more convenient for us to
I
break it
feel
down
like
and set it up.
we've been changing things up every 10 episodes.
It feels that way. It does.
It's good.
No, change is good. You know, the thing is,
We always say that.
it is true though. You don't want to get bored of the same thing. Like, one thing I've been telling Jesse for a long time is that I want to have multiple camera angles, and that's something that's like I really want to do, where I can, get a shot from her from the side, a shot from me from the side, or just one straight on me, and like the way you would see it
All eyes on you. All eyes.
in the news or like a TV show or something like that. So it's like a 3-camera setup. So that's something that I want to do in the future. But we don't have the space for all of that.
Episode 50.
Episode 50. Okay. Would come back episode 50. Well, come back for every episode, but come back episode 50 to see how it looks. But speaking of changes, I feel like today, me and Jesse were just moving things around. She was changing the girls' room. And it was like spring cleaning, like a new beginning. And yeah, it's June 14th, which is my birthday and the girl's birthday. We celebrate.
Happy birthday to you.
You were
Happy
doing very
birthday
well
to you.
without trying to sing for a couple
Happy
episodes.
birthday to you.
Oh,
Happy
great.
birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Yo, we only got 15 minutes. We don't got time for you to be singing.
Okay.
But,
Okay. It's a Spanish song.
Okay. So, speaking of spring cleaning, we were thinking about, we're already halfway through the year, and not much has
And we're halfway in the year.
Yeah, we're halfway into the year, right? And because of everything that's been going on since the beginning of March with COVID and keeping people indoors, and there's not much for us to do. Like a lot of people had plans for their year, whether it be vacation or different things, sightseeing, and it's been canceled. So now that we're halfway in the year, we're looking towards the next 6 months of the year and what we are looking forward to, you know? And I think for us, it's a lot of new beginnings where, we want to get to the point where we're one, right? Getting married, that's a big deal for us. And then getting our own place as one, that's another big deal. These are big steps, we're trying to do within the next couple of months. And then just the new journey, right, for the podcast.
Yes.
And things that we want to do and things that we've talked about doing.
And looking forward to great stuff. Like, because even though it has been just like a kind of like a standstill, trying to figure the new normal, trying to adjust to this, all of this happening all at once. And it's not just us, it's just like everybody, right?
Yeah.
And it's just like, instead of wondering and worrying about what's going to happen the next 6 months or what's going to happen in 2 months, it's like you want to set something where you're like, I'm looking forward to that. So then you could be excited. You could be so, like, everything's been so, how can I say it? Like, just like something heavy, like just
like a burden kind of thing. Yeah.
And I feel that we should all have like this cleansing, right? And I feel like a lot of people have been cleansing during this quarantine. And then it's just like looking for the new goals in life.
Goals, yeah. Because I do feel that coming into the year, right, when the ball dropped, we all had like these New Year's resolution and what
2020 new vision.
Yeah, that was the big thing when you think about it.
Clear vision.
Yeah, it was a big deal. 2020, a new decade, and then everything just started happening like one Jumanji. By one. Yeah, it's crazy, and the part about it that I think people are not really thinking about is that this gave them the opportunity to pause that and really think through what it is that they're trying to accomplish with their life. And now that you've had that time to really reflect on what happened in the past,
it's like a clarity. Like, everybody needed this. Everybody needed this, like, pause.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
Yeah, and it's just, crazy. It's like, it didn't just happen here in the United States. It's the entire world that was put on pause, and it just gave people the opportunity to really, like you said, reflect and look forward to what's next, because this, and I know it sounds cliche, but it will pass. And we've said it multiple times, and we really didn't think that it was going to last this long, when it first happened.
I'm thinking it was going to be like a month.
Yeah, and I also think like by the summertime, all this stuff going to be back to normal. Everything's, and I believe even like movie studios too, they were not delaying movies at the time. They're like, oh, we're going to keep the dates as is. And then as time kept moving forward, then they started delaying it 6 months, a year, 2 years.
Right.
I don't know where that came from.
That's how we felt, though.
Yeah, no, it's
we were
true.
like, oh my God, next year? Like, which one was the one that we were gonna watch?
Black Widow. Black Widow. No.
The one for my birthday.
The one for The Quiet Place. Too.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was like next year.
Yeah, like
we
legit a year.
Oh man, really? Is it gonna be that serious? Like it has to be pushed.
Yeah.
A year.
Because I remember it was actually when things started closing down was on
that week
of your birthday.
Oh my God! And now for your birthday, things are starting to open up.
Yeah, what is it? June 22nd. Like barbershops
June
and salons.
15, the retail stores will be opening.
Yeah.
I guess with limited like.
Yeah, I think in New Jersey they gave was it 25% of
25 of people max capacity.
Yeah, something like that, or 100 people in gathering, something like that. Where slowly but surely things are coming back together, and we're not dismissing the numbers of COVID because it's still out there.
Yeah, and people are still
there's no vaccine or cure for it, so they're taking little steps. But I know that in certain states, like in Florida, they reopened early, and now their numbers of COVID had rise. So it's like really be careful and think about before you go out there and make these sudden changes like, oh, I'm going there now, because I know the beaches, when they open, people flooded the beaches.
But I think it's because we've been so closed
isolated
off.
yeah
that we're just
you're like on house arrest. Yeah, nah. I mean, there are some positive jobs are opening back up, people going back to work.
yes.
But it's really about taking precautions and being really, you know, just focus on the task, right? Like, yeah, things are opening up, but still wear your mask, still keep your distance, and really think about, you know, do you want this to continue like it did the last 3 months? You know, you don't want that to happen. You don't want to be on lockdown, especially for the kids in schools and stuff like that. Like,
We can't forget.
yeah, we can't forget how we got to this point, you know?
And I think that happens a lot in relationships, in where you're going through your hardships, and then things start to get better, and you forget that.
Yeah, I mean, wow, that's good. You're getting good at this, Jess.
Right?
That was a good transition there.
It was.
Yeah. Did you write that one down?
No, I didn't.
Remember last episode, she lost thought very quickly.
But it's right.
Nah, it's true. You know,
Because you get so comfortable, you're like, okay, everything's opening, and that's the same thing with relationship. You're
Yeah.
like, everything is going smoothly, but then you don't remember, like you don't, you know. You
but then it's that whole thing
yourself.
is like, oh, forgive and forget kind of thing, right? Like, so for instance, let's say you and I had a big outing of disagreement and fighting, and we ended up breaking up. But then, like, things calmed down, and we got back together, and we never really discussed what got us to that place that we, you know, departed from one another, and we just live as if it didn't happen. And I think a lot of people do that too in relationships. Like, they don't want to remember, so they're in denial of it, and then they just move forward.
Just suppressing things that are gonna come out later.
Well, for instance, like you don't like confrontation, so you'll do anything in your power to avoid that. And I think people do that in their relationships, where it's like the entire relationship was toxic. We left each other. This was the opportunity for us to go our separate ways, but because of the comfortableness, I think, I don't even think that's a word, but the comfortability. I don't know.
Wow, look who's slacking.
I can't remember the actual term, but you get what I mean, where it's like you are comfortable enough in that relationship that being apart, you don't want to start over that whole relationship trial with someone else, because you're comfortable with the person, you know who they are, you know the family, you have the memories.
You're like, might as well just stick it through.
Yeah, might as well stick it through. And I don't disagree with that, right? Like, if you guys love one another, you do anything to work it out.
Yes,
But
make
you
it
gotta
work.
discuss those things that happen, so that way it doesn't happen again. Just don't dismiss it.
Yes.
You know, and especially in marriages, like, don't be so quick to get a divorce. Really work it
Throw
through.
that divorce word out
Yeah,
all
but
the time after an argument, and like, we're not married yet,
Yeah.
but that's something that's not.
and the thing is, I feel like people don't take therapy serious enough either. Like, that's something that's really important. Where, yeah, you're like, oh, I don't need advice from someone else to tell me, but I think it's able because they're outside looking in. They're not a family member. They're not a friend.
There's no emotions.
Yeah,
There's
there's no ties to anyone.
nothing. So they're able to bring light
Yeah.
to what we're not seeing. Like, let's say I'm stuck on one thing. I'm
Yeah.
like, nope, it's my way, my way, my way. You're like, it's my way.
Yeah.
And we're not meeting. They will bring it up to where you and I will both understand. And it's not bad. It's not a therapy. I don't think it's bad at all.
No. Very
It doesn't
healthy.
need to even get to the point where you're getting therapy when it's at the worst. It could be when you're good.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and that way you could learn how to communicate, so that way it won't get, you know, turn into like
Yeah.
worst situation possible. But
Definitely.
yeah.
Well, no, I think that's a great point, you know, and I don't want to go over our timer because we did mention 15 minutes.
That's what I was like, whoa.
You lost track. You're like, you know
I'm
what?
like, whoa.
I want to keep track. No, I think at the end of the day, the bottom line is that you are focused at the task at hand, and that you want to move forward with one another, and you want to learn from your mistakes and move forward with it. So, you know, just take the proper precautions, whether you're in a friendship, relationship, or even a job or anything like that. Learn from that and use it as a stepping stone to move forward.
Yeah, I agree.
Well,
This was great.
That
This
went quick.
short.
Yeah, that felt weird because we're so used to doing 30 minutes, but
It does.
Yeah.
I was just like, wait.
But anyway, thank you guys for watching. If this is something that you enjoy and you want to continue to watch us moving forward, we do vlogs as well. Consider subscribing, and
Let us know, what do you guys think?
Yeah, what do you think of
If
this time frame?
Yes,
Yeah.
15 minutes is good. Do you want it to be back to 30?
yeah,
Yeah,
and that's it. Well, this is our story.
and we're sticking to it.
Later, guys.
Adios.